as you can see, I am surrounded by mess right now, which means only one thing: rehouse. So I have this tank which is ready to go, and it's glass. So right, what we're going to do is set this up for a tea, and what I'm actually going to do with it is take Rosie, which is my Grammostola rosea juvenile, confirmed female, and she is going to be going in here. But where she is right now, she is in one of those double breeder boxes, very similar to that, which is what we've got Barbara in. Obviously Barbara's in there on her own, but as you can see, if I get closer so I don't have to climb all over the place to get to it, it has a separator in the middle. This one doesn't, but they have a separator. And in one side I have Tango, which is my OBT, and in the other side I have Rosie, which is my Grammostola rosea. What I'm going to do is take Rosie out of her side and put her in this new glass tank. Then we're going to take the divider out, let Tango come over into the other side, and then what we are going to do is put Terry, our other OBT, is now a mature male. We're going to put that in the smaller side, so we have both the OBTs in one box, and then hopefully we will get some pairing action within the next few months. So that's the plan, that's what we're doing. Let's crack on with it. Alright guys, so I'm going to make this quick because the battery on the camera is on 8% and it's going to die any second. So this is what we have. That, I think, looks awesome. A really deep burrow down there, and there's a platform above, a little bit of space down there, some fabric leaves just glued to some wood there, and I've got some driftwood there, and I've got some of these twigs that are all like mushed in that corner, which are supported by a rock. We have a water dish, and then I've just got some just dried substrate dust with some wood chippings and just the odd bit of moss and just debris, really, because I did my research, as any tarantula owner should do before they get their tea. Do your research before you house something. Understand where it comes from, the conditions of where it lives, all of that stuff. And Grammostola rosea, obviously, they come from Bolivia, Chile, Paraguay, South America. So it's very dry, arid. So we have a layer of damp substrate which has been absolutely crammed down. I filled this thing to like here, just with substrate, and then I just used my fist and I just pounded it and pounded it and pounded it till it got down to about an inch in the bottom of compressed substrate. Then I shoveled it back to give this gradient, put this piece of bark in, put some more substrate on the top, crammed it down, compact, then sprinkled all the dry stuff over the top just to give it a more naturalistic look. And I think that looks pretty good. Alright guys, so it is the next day, and as you can see, Rosie's new enclosure is all finished. I let it sit overnight. I've added both isopods and springtails in here to help keep any mold or just nasty stuff to a minimum, and just let everything kind of settle in and just kind of get to a normal way. But yeah, right, anyway, so now that it is done, as you can see, there she is, Grammostola rosea. Right, the next thing we are going to do, cheers motorbike. Right, now in here, this is the breeder box that I was saying about. There she is. There is Rosie, the chili rose, and yep, she is going to be coming out of here, and we're going to transport her and put her in her lovely new home. And next door, in the other side of the box, in there somewhere, that is where Tango lives, my OBT. And in here, this is where Terry is currently living. There is his hole, right there. There he is. Alright, so what we're going to do, get her out of here, put her in a new home, then we're going to try and move her over here and put Terry in there. So let's set up the tripod and get crack-a-lacking. Right, so there we go. That was a bit mad, wasn't it, trying to get him out? Jesus Christ, he went on a bit of a run. But he is in. There we go. He's got his little barrow there. And that, even though it does look like an egg sac, it is not an egg sac. It is just the webbing that Tango had made all around here. I pulled it all out. There is the rest of it. But I left the clean webbing. Just because it will have her pheromones on. So I left that in there with him. You know, big old boxing gloves. Yeah, I left that in there with him just to kind of make him realise there's a female in here. So, yep, he's now moved into his bachelor pad. And she has now moved over to the penthouse suite. And there she is. Look at that butt. Gosh, she's gorgeous. Yeah, she's now in there. And yeah, I haven't really done anything to change either of these enclosures. I added a couple more leaves to this one, but that was about it. Yeah, didn't need to water it because obviously these are desert species or arid species, so they don't need water. So Gave them a couple of water dishes each and left the substrate bone dry. Literally, like, it's like dust. Yeah, she doesn't need to burrow because there is already a cave there for her. Same as him. So I'm not really worried about burrows collapsing or whatever because they're solid. They're hardwood. They're not going anywhere. So yeah, there we go. So that is the 2 OBTs. Now in their breeding box. So we will hopefully, fingers crossed, be having baby OBTs also coming for sale soon. Hopefully these guys will not take as long as her. Hurry up, Bobs. We want the egg sac already. So yeah, right, that's the OBTs. Now let's get Rosie into her new home. Okay, so here she is, down the bottom. There is Rosie. And what I didn't realise before I started this whole process, she's in pre-molt. So I would not suggest moving teas when they are in pre-molt, guys, because it upsets them. And then they have to resettle in before they can shed, blah, 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 blah. So if you notice that your teas are in pre-molt, don't move them. Just let them molt, then move them. But I needed her space. So, and I'd already done this yesterday, so I thought I would just carry on. Ooh. Where did that come from? Ugh. That was a dead snail. So yeah, that's all ready for her now. She is in here, so hopefully she won't be too fussy. She'll go in here fine. She's pretty docile, actually, as most Rosies are. So she's definitely looking very slow, so she must be very close to molt. She does look very dark. So I'm going to put her cup in there. Then I'm going to use my brush, or my brush stick. Patent pending. Yeah, I'm going to just give her a poke with this and get to come out. She is very stubborn, but I think it's purely because she is just in pre-molt, guys. Normally, she is an absolute darling. Here she comes. This is, if you can get one, what I would say is another one of those typical, really good for early hobbyists or people that are just getting into the hobby. But they do not come around very often. They're quite hard to get. Same as Porteries, which is why I want Barbara to hurry up. But there we go. And look, there you go, guys. If I focus on her, you can see on her abdomen, just here, there's the patch where she's kicked off all her hair. But underneath, it is very black, which leads me to believe she's going to molt very, very soon. So hopefully she will be able to find her little cave down here, and she'll be able to shed down there. Yeah, she seems like she's liking it, because like I said, I left all of it on top, all of the top layer dry, because these girls, they come from dry climates, and I researched their local habitats before I built this enclosure, because I wanted to get it as close to where they would come from as possible. Where are you going, Rosie? Come on. She's climbed up here now. I'm going to get her down. I'll show her where her little cave is, because I don't want her climbing up, especially if she's close to a pre-molt, close to a molt. So let's get you down. Try not to hurt you. There we go. Come on, girlie. Let's get you home. I'll show you where you got to go. Right, I'm going to use the bristles. See if I can get her a little bit more cooperative. And there she goes. She's gone straight under now. She's found a nice little cozy dark hole. There we go. See what I mean, guys? This is why I loved this double layer idea. So she can go right down in there. And there's still like a good inch of substrate even under here. So she can clear this out a lot more if she wants to. And of course it's all supported over the back. So even if she clears all of this substrate out, this isn't going to collapse on her. And there you go. There's a little window down here. So if she starts clearing out down here, which I don't think she will, because that's a pretty deep, dark cave as it is. So I reckon she'll be pretty good under there. But in case she does, we will be able to see her. But yeah, so far so good. She looks like she's pretty happy. And it's very much like where she would come from in the wild. So yeah, do well. Alright guys, there you go. There she is in her home. She is just there. There she is, just sat just there. It is a couple of days later and she's still not molted yet, so I don't know. But she definitely likes her new enclosure. So I hope you like the new enclosure as well. Hope you like it as much as she does. I want to say thank you for watching, especially if you watched all the way to the end. Cheeseburgers down below if you watched all the way to the end. Anyway guys, if you like the video, click the like button. If you're new around here, make sure you subscribe, because I've got a whole bunch of stuff on the way. Alright guys, that's enough rambling from me. I will see you again for another